this happens every election cycle, is people in entertainment get stupid, like real stupid, and start coming out and saying, endorsing political candidates. And don't get me wrong, the Kid Rocks and of the world, the few celebrities that the Republicans have these days, being the minority, not mainstream party, it's embarrassing too. But I'm going to focus on, the real heavyweights of political, stardom here in this segment about the cringe of Hollywood political endorsements. So this first one is the absolute worst. I'm just going to hit you with the full weight of this garbage right up front here. So this one is Ben Stiller. And Ben Stiller, honestly, I never really thought Ben Stiller was funny to begin with. And this really brought me back because I had an ex-girlfriend who loved the movie Zoolander. And I just always thought it was so stupid. And she made me watch it. And, it's like Ben Stiller, rich ass, spoiled ass, fucking, he's Jerry Stiller's son, Ben Stiller. He grew up rich in Hollywood in the son of a famous person. And Zoolander is him making fun of famous, out of touch people. If you've ever seen it, he plays like a male model thing. Him and Chris Kattan, two of the most unfunny people in all of Hollywood, made the most unfunny movie. So here he's going to do an homage to one of the worst comedy films ever made on behalf of Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff.
What is this? A White House for ants? How are you and Kamala going to live there when you're first gentleman and she's the president?
That's so good.
Because it's like in Zoolander when he thinks that the model is actually the house that they live in. That's how dumb he is. He must be voting for Trump, as these smug liberal dipshits might say. Here's another one. Watch this.
To all the dads out there, I would say this is the time to really show your support for your daughters.
What do I love about being a girl dad? I love how much smarter she is than all the guys in the room already. I can tell that she's going to be a powerhouse. She is.
I'm actually curious what women think about this, because it's such obvious, like the lowest of the low, bottom of the shoe, scummy pandering.
Is already at 2.5.
My daughter's 22 and a half. Is a feminist, incredibly strong, and has really just inspired me in so many ways. I love her.
I'm the proud dad of Ella over here.
My vote for Kamala is an investment in my daughter's future.
I agree. I'm right there with you.
When the Dobbs decision came out 2+ years ago, I heard from Kamala right away, and then the next person was Ella. She texted me right away, essentially saying, we need to fight. This is not just an issue for women. This is an issue for men and families. And this is one of the many, many reasons why we've got to elect Kamala as president.
Never in my lifetime did I think that we would be having to fight for this and the fight for our own bodies. And I think it's really important for the men to step up and show that they actually support us and they're willing to put things on the line to help us.
There's a lot to unpack there. First of all, I'm not against abortion by any sense. I'm not against women having the right to choose. But it's kind of odd to me that that's kind of like the Democrats' argument right now. Their big thing is, we need to be able to kill babies. Let's fight so we can kill babies, against the backdrop of genocide in Gaza. Like we gotta elect Kamala so we can kill babies at home while we're slaughtering babies in the Middle East. It's like that's kind of what the Democrats' pitch looks like, and I don't know if that's completely tone deaf or it's intentional or they just are so rich and out of touch they don't know any better. Maybe all the years of sweet donor money kind of get into their handlers and all the people that work inside the the Democratic Echoplex, you know, the Lincoln projects and the Midas touches, so to speak, the complete grifters who just take donor money and repeat their worldview back at them. I think those people are in full panic mode right now. And also they're so insulated with money and, you know, their own opinions being spat back at them through network television and cable news like MSNBC and CNN that they maybe really believe this kind of shit. Maybe they're not. Just so let's trudge along down this path. These guys are so desperate now. They revived Lizzo. This guy Royce White kind of sends it up. That's my president.
Oh my God, no, thank you.
So this is Royce White, who is, to full disclosure, a black MAGA guy. He says they revived Lizzo, the one who was accused of pressuring dancers to eat food from a naked performer's vagina in Amsterdam. I mean, come on. Come on, Royce. Have a little fun. See how the phrase "believe all women" doesn't even apply to all women. This campaign is so dishonest and desperate, it's almost unbelievable. Almost. Yeah, I mean, it's not unbelievable at all, but it is funny to watch.
So wonderful.
Thank you for everything that you're doing. You're fighting for democracy for this country. I know it's hard, but you're so close. You're almost there.
We are. And you are a part of it. And I thank you for that.
Let's win this.
We will, sister.
Okay?
Come on.
That's my president.
So this is one that kind of surprised me. I gotta say, this is Michael Keaton, and you know, whatever. Michael Keaton seems like a good dude. This is one, I think, of all of these, this is the one that you can tell the guy is just the most insulated and out of touch, because Michael Keaton's like, when I'm hit, yeah, I'm Michael Keaton. Like, he seems like a sensible dude. But he's also Michael Keaton. You know, he was the first Batman. He was in Mr. Mom in the 80s. He's Beetlejuice. He won a fucking Academy Award for Birdman. He's a fantastic actor who's got a long, long resume. So that guy is just set for life. He's surrounded by sycophants and people like combing his hair and doing his makeup and all that stuff. So he just turns on the news and hears, Trump is the next Hitler. Trump is the next Hitler. He wants to sew girls' vaginas shut and not let them have babies or whatever, or not let them kill a baby, whatever they're running up the flagpole this week, right? So you just listen to the tone of this, because he's like, come on, guys. Like, these guys don't care about you. Come on, you guys.
You know, for some of you folks who, guys mostly, I guess, who are thinking about attending a rally with Musk and Trump, they don't really respect you. They laugh at you behind your back. They think you're stupid. They don't want to hang out with you. They have nothing in common with you. They're not your...
Quick question, do you think Steve Schmidt, Rachel Maddow, Paul Krugman, all these people that kind of foment these ideas that he's repeating, that, like, you know, Elon Musk and Trump don't hate you and, you know, don't want to hang out with you, which is debatable. When you listen to Trump, which we're going to do in a few minutes, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who wouldn't be cool hanging out with the average Joe. He seems like a very, you know, say what you want about his positions and his history, whatever. He seems like personally he's the kind of guy who would do well in any room. Like, he's been around the world enough and dealt with enough people. The guy works in the hotel industry. He's been a public figure for like 50 years now. So he seems like a people-friendly person. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm rambling.
Bros. And I'm telling you, when Trump years ago, I guess, said I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me, basically what he's saying in parentheses is these people.
So again, this is one of those things too, where when I heard it, I thought, oh, wow, because, you know, the press just runs with it. But if you see it in context, he's clearly joking. he's not. He's kind of like in awe of like how hard the press is hitting him and how it's not working. That's what that whole I could shit someone on Fifth Avenue and they would still vote for me. That's if you read the context of that, that's basically what he's saying. He's not saying it in a malicious way. He's saying, hey, look, the press is throwing all this mud at me, and my people are loyal. No matter what no matter what bullshit mud the press slings on me, my voters stay loyal to me. They don't listen to the press. That's what he was saying.
They're so stupid. They're so dumb. They'd still vote for me. They have no respect for you. Trust me.
And it's funny because I think this is revealing. This kind of stuff is revealing because this is how these people feel. And I don't doubt that someone kind of wrote this for him, some Democratic strategist. This is the new thing, where Trump and Vance are out there doing podcasts. The Democratic marketing people, the campaign people, the people distributing the money are going to influencers or like famous people and being like, okay, hey, say something kind of like this about how Musk and Trump think that working men are stupid. You know what I mean? Which working men, first of all, they're not going to listen to Hollywood liberals over Trump anyway, especially the thing that's so crazy to me too about Trump. I didn't used to like Trump. I like him now because of this. And it fucking makes me angry because they made me like the guy. You know what I mean? Like Rachel Maddow, these like Liz Cheney. These guys are the people who made me like Trump. If I was kind of indifferent to Trump, I was like, yeah, whatever. Like he's a rich game show host. But as they piled on and piled on and piled on, it just makes him more appealing. I don't think that they realize what they're doing. I mean, they clearly don't, but let's keep going here. So next up is your boy Eminem. And this is one of my favorites. Eminem will introduce Obama at Kamala Harris's rally in Detroit. And Tired Peasant here is like, another rich fuck endorses the status quo. Very on brand. I love that energy, Tired Peasant. But yeah, Eminem was like the guy who killed his girlfriend and, said all this misogynist stuff. And it's funny how they're like, we got to lead into misogynist people like Eminem because Trump is so bad. He says stuff that's misogynist. Like, wait a minute, like Eminem is your guy, your go-to guy. Eminem really, not only that, but I think when it comes to Eminem, and listen, I respect Eminem. I grew up listening to Eminem, but his cultural relevance at this point is slim to none. Like, how many kids do you know that are like, oh yeah, dude, Eminem, I'm all about it? No. And he has some good stuff. Some of his music is classic, like there's not many people get to the level that Eminem is at. And I respect that, but he's showing how insulated he is and how little how honestly he's not connected to the streets anymore, because the streets ain't talking favorably about Obama. I'll tell you that much. And if anyone's the voice of the streets, it's me. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm just saying, the word on the street, if you get around, you talk to people, and I will say, like, I'm not trying to claim that I'm the foremost expert of the word on the street, but I drive rideshare pretty frequently, and I have done it in multiple major metropolises, and I talk to a lot of people, and I will tell you this, outside of the kind of like brunch liberal type women, like professional women, older professional women, no one likes Kamala Harris. Like, I have talked to several black men, even black women, who are like, no. But like upper class, like office type white women absolutely love Kamala Harris and almost start crying if you tell them that you're not a fan. Like it's like a real deep emotional thing for Kamala Harris supporters. So I was going to say I feel like, but that would be kind of ironic, wouldn't it? I feel like Kamala Harris's supporters are very emotional. Okay. So let's keep going down this rabbit hole here. This is Tim Waltz on The View. And I love this caption. POV, you're at the gates of hell. That would be, it's like brunch liberal hell right there. But they talked about this on Rogan, and I'm not monetizing, so I'll take the risk. But they talked about the time that Trump was on The View. And so watching this clip got me thinking about Trump being on The View. So I had to go back, of course, and dig this up.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add president of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to. Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
Barbara Walters, my friend. So, okay, I will also say Trump has been pretty consistent with his political views, too, when you listen to his stuff.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy. We love it.
That's a lot of kisses. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy. I was going to play that last part one more time.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy. We love it.
And that is why people hate the media, because some of us can remember shit like that, and we can see how disingenuous they're being when they clutch their pearls over Donald Trump today. So, keeping on the cringe theme here, Donald Trump did a stint at McDonald's, and I think this might have been one of the most brilliant political stunts of all time. I really do. Whoever came up with this on his staff, this might be what gets him elected. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to think about this, but this is just absolutely brilliant. And I'm sure you've seen it, but let's play just a little bit of it.
Bring that one up. I'm gonna take care of these.
Okay.
Right there. Got it.
He just seems like such a natural. It looks like the general manager is out on the floor.
Good. Then we can put that right far right, hang it right up there.
Yeah.
And then you want to do the salt over here?
Yeah.
I did these ones already. They're good. You just gotta do that one right there. So grab that.
Let me give him extra salt.
And look at how he treats the McDonald's guy like an equal. Right? Like the way that he interacts with this guy's kind of teaching him, telling him what to do and stuff. And he treats this guy with respect, you know? The people who hate CNN and MSNBC and all that stuff, they know that Rachel Maddow and Joan Walsh and all these uppity C words don't give a shit about them. And so them getting on a camera and going like, Donald Trump is the worst person ever and he doesn't care about you, like Michael Keaton, you know, it has zero effect. In fact, I think it has the reverse effect. But let's finish this out because just again, let me pull that back. Look at how he interacts with this kid.
Right far right, hang it right up there.
Yeah.
And then you want to do the salt over here?
Yeah.
I did these ones already. They're good. You just gotta do that one right there. So grab that.
Let me give him extra salt.
No. Yep. Oh, yep. Good.
Okay.
Right there. And then we're gonna grab the fry scoop right here.
Right.
Put it into there and just give him a twirl that way.
Okay. Where's the little thing?
Medium. We got his.
Now, Trump talks about it in the Rogan interview. I think it's one of the most brilliant publicity stunts of all time. And he says in the Rogan interview, it took him like 15 minutes. And he's like, I didn't even think we'll get to that. But the best part about it, in my opinion, was the response, because at this late in the campaign season, I don't think the Democrats had, in their grifting neoconservative, consulting firms that are running their campaigns now, had any idea how to counter this. They've never seen anything like this. And Trump is such a natural, but look at this. This is kind of how bad it got. Check this out. This is an actual headline from a Newsweek post right here. Rumors have been circulating on social media that former President Donald Trump's visit to popular fast food chain was staged. And this guy is responding, wait, he wasn't actually hired as the fry guy? It's like a 15-minute stop, campaign stop. But that's how ridiculous these people got with this stuff. And so there's another instance where there was an AI photo of Trump like as a Pittsburgh Steeler, and these fact checkers ran with this stuff. Whoa, Trump doesn't play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank God for the fact checkers. As the Newsweek post says, Donald Trump has shared what is likely an AI-generated image on his Truth Social account, showing him as a player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got to censor that. That's misinformation, right? Look at this. So this is Savannah says, are you serious? Former President Trump is not a football player for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Say it ain't so. We are so heartbroken to learn of this. No. And it's interesting to me that these people, are now the people they used to make fun of. It used to be that the conservatives were the ones making stupid arguments, and they were so easy to make fun of. And in the partisan world anyway, that dynamic has completely flip-flopped. And now it's the Democrats that are the ridiculous partisan hacks, just saying the dumbest possible things. And the Republicans are actually the ones kind of like making sense. And I'll tell you why that is, because in the Obama era, all those CUNTs that do, political PR, like the Midas Touch and the Lincoln Project, they all fled from the right because there's no money there anymore and took over the Democratic Party. And that's why you have Liz Cheney and John Kelly and all these, John Bolton, all these like careerist neocons coming out in favor of the Democrats, or trying to like prop up Kamala Harris for another 4 years of this crap they've been running for the last 4, where they, preen about, moral good and bomb the shit out of people in other countries with all our money while the country crumbles around us. So to seal this one off, this is a meme I thought was great. And it just has, the guy in the his shirt coming up to the only, there's a ton of empty. It's this the standard meme where there's like all these empty, and he comes and stands next to him. He's like, Trump doesn't really work at McDonald's. It's just beautiful.